Hello, my friends. Welcome to your full moon in Taurus reading. And it's going to be amazing because this is actually an eclipse, so a lunar eclipse in addition to the full moon. And this is going to be happening on November 19th around 1:57 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So depending on where you're at in the world, you'll experience it, of course, at a different time if you're in a different time zone. And of course, the eclipse is when, the sun's over here, the earth is here, and the moon is over here. Normally the sun is, shining on that full moon, and so you see it as full, but then the earth gets in the way and our earth shadows over the full moon, which is where the eclipse happens. It's not going to be a full eclipse this time around, but you're going to see some shade go over the moon for a little bit during that cycle. And so, full moons are very powerful on their own, but a full moon eclipse is like a full moon on steroids. You're going to feel some energy around this where like a door slams shut. So, you might have situations that are happening in your life that reach a peak, or they've just done so. And now it's like things are out of your control. It's like your soul has signed up for some sort of growth lesson, some sort of situation to unfold to bring things to your attention. So, it's about, letting those people or situations or things either leave our lives or come into our lives. So you're going to be seeing these significant kind of endings and new beginnings. They'll be like tower type of events, what like the tower in tarot, which is, life is unfolding for you, something is being removed or being brought into your life on purpose for a purpose. So during this time, it's really good advice just to go with the flow of the change. Forgive whatever happens, knowing that, this releases you from any of those emotional extremes, because in addition to it being a full moon eclipse, it is in Taurus, and Taurus energy does bring it brings in a time of getting grounded, I guess is a good word to say it. We work through any negative feelings that we've been having or are feeling, and we find this balance in how we're expressing those emotions. So we're not being too dreamy and we're not being too serious. It's really about this grounding balance that we can take advantage of. So this, again, the full moon normally expands all our emotions and exaggerates them, with it being an eclipse, again, on steroids. So, it's kind of like the Pisces full moon we felt, which Pisces energy really brings in a lot of emotion. This is going to expand any emotions that we're feeling, but just know that there's this beautiful grounding energy available through the Taurus energy that can help balance things out to where we can see this beautiful ebb and flow of life instead of, an extreme, fearful type of event happen in our lives. So a lot of deep breathing will help. The bull is a mighty strong spirit animal as well. It sits it doesn't really sit, it stands its ground in its territory, and people respect the bull because of how grounded and strong it is. So just tap into that energy, and it'll be a not so strenuous and extreme full moon for you. We're also going to pull a special reading for your specific sign. So we're going to jump into that right now and just see what else the Creator wants you to know about this full moon Taurus eclipse energy that's going to be coming in for you during this period. All right, my Virgos, this is your Taurus full moon eclipse reading, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from these angels and ancestor oracle cards. They just are very grounding to me. Feels very Taurian and down to earth, which you are an earth sign, so these will probably resonate with you. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here That's going to represent the 3 weeks around this full moon eclipse. Will be the week before and the 2 weeks after. So this will be the first message just overall, generally, what the Creator wants you to know about this eclipse coming up. Okay, I feel like this is the one right here. Yep, and you got the drum, dream and journey. So I love that. The beat of the drum. It's like this calling to you to, I wouldn't say it's a wake-up call, because that doesn't feel totally right, but it's like this, like the calling. It's like a calling, you know, like what I'm seeing is like there's this village, and when they want everyone to come to the center, then they, you know, beat the drum, and that's the notification for everyone to come to the circle, to come to the middle, to come to this ceremony in the around this huge bonfire in the middle of the village. And so I really feel like this is this calling. You know, you're hearing this drum beat and you feel like you're being called to something. And so you know, it's towards your dream, it's towards a journey, it's towards your next adventure is what I'm really feeling. And it says, journey inwards to uncover insights and information that will be important for your path, then follow the guidance. In shamanic traditions in all 4 corners of the world, the drum is recognized as the main tool used by medicine men and women to direct their will and aid in meditation. A drum beat can become hypnotic and send those listening into an altered state that can allow them to journey to the spiritual realms and meet their guides. When the drum card appears in a reading, there are opportunities for you to dream or to bring an inner vision into reality. You're very connected to the other worlds at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surrounds you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams and inner vision is not imagination, but guidance, particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true. Know it and live it. Yeah, definitely. So I'm really hearing too, if you have the opportunity to either attend a drum circle, which is, you know, individuals that are seeking a spiritual path, you know, very purposely, they will get together with their drums and do drum beats together to bring that drum energy and to do that inner work. Or you can even, I'm sure on YouTube or on the internet, there's got to be drum circle music or drum beats that are out there that you can listen to if you still, you know, want to do that independently, because these days we still need to be, of course, a little safer until health things, you know, get back to better than normal, hopefully. And you know, so you can definitely do that independently. Just make sure to get away from everything, you know, put on headphones or play it loudly, at least loud enough where you don't get distracted by other noise and other stuff going on out there, and just see where you go, see what it brings you, see what feeling comes for you. Because we're going to pull some a card here from these Ancestral Path Tarot, and this is going to be what the Creator wants you to know about the week before the full moon eclipse in Taurus. All right, Creator, for our Virgos, what do you want them to know? Okay. Don't even have to finish the sentence. Yep, you got the 5 of Cups here. So with the 5 of Cups, you can see over here, there's 3 spilt or empty cups. And those represent the emotional experiences that you've had, those supposed tos, those shoulds, those need tos, those have tos that you obtained, and they left you feeling as empty as those cups. They did not satisfy you. They did not make you whole. They actually, you feel kind of like disappointed and betrayed by those cups, because you were told that those were the things that were supposed to make you happy and whole and complete. But lo and behold, they did not. But it's beautiful, because you do have these 2 cups here. You have this cup and this cup, which is the other ones that make up the 5. And this is you and your human side, your higher self and your human self. The 2 of cups for me, really represents this joining together of our human self and our higher self. And with that, they offer each other, really it's our higher self that offers to fill the cup of our lower self with that holy grail, the Ace of Cups, which has the unconditional love of the Creator in it. That is what we are thirsting for. That's what we're hungering for. That's the living waters that quenches our thirst, not the wine that was in those other, goblets that were supposed to, but they only made us thirstier. So it's a beautiful understanding. I feel it's so important for us to look at those 3 of Cups and realize, not stuff the emotions of disappointment, and betrayal, or whatever delicious emotions of fear respond from drinking those 3 cups. But that when we experience all that stuff and really look at it and flow through those emotions, it allows us to connect and get to what we're really searching for here. And then, once you finish, if you let me see if I can do this. There, we'll do it like this. So if you can see how you're mourning over that, if you turn around, then you can, experience this over here. Then you can experience that fulfillment and that wholeness. But, we definitely came here on purpose, for a purpose, to experience all these cups, because in experiencing that disappointment, we understand more fully how quenching the real unconditional love that we're searching for is for us, right? Next, I'm going to pull some cards here from the Tarot of Dreams, and we'll look at the week after the full moon eclipse. Sorry, grab those kind of oddly. So I'm not going to be able to shuffle those very well from the side that way. So maybe that's what this message is, seeing things from a different perspective, right? All right, Creator. So for our Virgos, what do you want them to know about the week after the full moon eclipse? And you've got the Knight of Cups. So there we go. He should have the cup there. I don't see. Yeah, this doesn't look like this deck. Usually he'll have the Ace of Cups with him. And I don't see that on there. That's jumping out to me anyway. But the Knight is about acting on that emotion, acting on that cup. They're the Knights in the deck are the ones that forward movement. They're moving towards, emotion, moving, which, can be a dual type of thing sometimes, right? If you're acting on the 3 of Cups, spilt 3 of Cups emotions, then it's going to be very dramatic, and you're going to be expressing yourself as that victim of those circumstances. And that just means you're still experiencing those emotions, that you're not ready to experience the joy and the bliss. But usually the Knight of Cups is bringing you this Ace of Cups to make you feel that love, to make you overflow and flood through all that. Okay, yeah. So you guys probably saw it. The Ace of Cups is on the shield right here. So it's definitely bringing that love, the awareness of that love into your life, either by you experiencing through the extreme these 3 empty cups and feeling that emptiness grow and grow, or you're grasping on to the awareness of that unconditional love that comes from the creator of all things, through your higher self, through your spirit guides, your guardian angels and angels, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors. There's a large group of beings of unconditional love and light on the other side that want to bring that love to you. They're always surrounding it around you, but it's us choosing to bring it into our human experience that allows the human side of us to feel those emotions and to feel this wonderfulness that comes through all that. Because here we have the world. This is great because the world card is the last one in the major arcana, which signals the ending of a significant cycle, and you can see the Fool in the middle here, who is the 0 card, which is the new beginning. So this is about an ending and a new beginning of a major cycle, which is beautiful because when you put these two together, then that gives us the answer on what you're doing. So you're not, you're ready to be done with that 3 spilt cups experience. You're ready to feel that love and move into it because you're moving toward this. So I love that for you. All right, and then we're also going to pull probably 2 cards here at least for the second week after the full moon eclipse. And you will also start to feel the energy of the new moon, the next new moon that's coming, because usually about a week before, the energies will start impacting us at some point, depending on how much water you have in your chart. So, the moon affects tides, and we have water in our body, so we're always acting weird around moon changes because our body is going through changes, and our spirit, and all sorts of fun stuff, right? So, Creator, what else would you like our Virgos to know about the second week after this full moon eclipse? Okay, so you actually get 3 cards, and the first one is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is beautiful because what this represents is before, and again it's a 10, so endings and new beginnings, but the message that comes with this for me, for my guides and my angels. The Wheel of Fortune represents our whole journey of our soul, kind of like I talked about it in the introduction, where our soul chooses to go through experiences in our life. So before it comes down here, it decides this is when it's going to enter the game, and this is when it's going to leave this game of life, and this is the human avatar that's going to represent it while it's here. And these, going to have strengths and opportunities and weapons. You know how, like, when you if you've ever played like a kind of those video games where you have to choose which character is going to be you, that's kind of what goes through there with all your astrology and numerology and all that kind of stuff. And then you have all these experiences and situations that you want to go through in this life that are all these fated events, and your human side of yourself gets to choose still within each of those circumstances what story it's going to apply to each one of those situations. And then within each one of those, it also gets to choose what emotion it wants to feel, whether it's an extreme emotion of fear or an extreme emotion of unconditional love or something in between. And yeah, it can sometimes feel like I'm not making a choice, but it's just that choice of emotion or the choice of the story we apply to something has been repeated so many times it's become our habit and it's natural. We no longer, the choice, if we could slow down time, is made like split seconds, but we can stop ourselves and retrain ourselves to see things in a different way if we want. But this Wheel of Fortune shows us that all these, everything that's unfolding is folding on purpose for a purpose, and it's not happening to us, it's happening for us. So it's not this drama train that's running out of control and is going to skip off the track and fall down a gorge and dramatically explode, like a movie. Because in that situation, that's definitely when we feel like this victim mode, right? But when we realize it's more like a monorail train that's connected to the track, it doesn't fly off. It's a smooth ride. It's all stopping at specific points for a reason. Then we move from this feeling like that victim to feeling like a victor, because life isn't happening to us, it's happening for us. And that's what this is all about. Then you have the King of Wands. Wands is your fire energy. It's your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration. It's also your spiritual energy. And with this being the king, he's at the very end of the deck. So he's the highest vibration of your spiritual energy. So this would represent, for this reading, your higher self. Because I really feel like this is the direction this was headed, with especially connecting with this Two of Cups energy, connecting to your higher self, the Knight bringing in that Ace of Cups, beautiful energy. So it just continues to flow, and you're continuing to have this relationship and awareness of who you really are. The King of Wands has this, the kings have fire energy anyway, all of the 4 kings. And this is the fire king of fire. You got that double flow of beautiful energy coming in. So you definitely have this glow about you during this time. And you will attract people to you, just by you being you. You have the ability to focus all this beautiful energy that's coming in, because everyone always, anyway, whatever we focus on grows, but you've got all this energy coming in with this eclipse that you can really focus in an area. And with all this awareness, again, you understand that this ending and new beginning is happening for a reason, on purpose, for a purpose, and that your life isn't out of control. You can start focusing all that energy you've been investing in, all that anxiety and that fear and trying to control all this stuff out here, realizing everything is under control. Your little human side isn't going to control a whole lot, but you can focus your intention and your energy into specific areas in your life. And so getting back all that energy you're investing into those black holes out there, you can focus it in towards your dream and your journey, like it did with the drum there. Yeah. Because you have the King of Wands, and then you have the King of Swords. This has fire energy balanced with the air energy of the king. So this is about, your swords are your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And the King of Swords has learned, like all the kings learn, because they're at the end of their suit. So they've kind of, like a CEO, have gone through the entry level all the way up. So they have had a slew of experiences, right? And whether you're male or female or however you identify, you have this masculine, divine masculine side of this energy. And the King of Swords has this understanding. You can see he's got a little dragonfly right there, that in addition to, gleaning off the wisdom and the knowledge that you've gained in the human side of things, that it's also important to keep the heart also involved. Because if we're making decisions solely on logic or solely on emotion, it doesn't usually end up unfolding in alignment with our highest self, right? Because we get so caught up in all the expectations of the outside world, our mind can be influenced by that, right? But with this Cups energy coming in, along with this fire energy, it does help you connect to your intuition, connect to that emotional side of you as well. And so just this beautiful awareness, this beautiful drive And with this mindful intentions, you can really make steps towards your dream that you're wanting to understand. And if you don't know what your dream is yet, if you don't have a passion for something in your life, then like all of us, you had dreams handed to you going throughout your life, and you realize that those were not your dreams, that those are the dreams of other people. So now you can listen to that drum, have some sort of, drum circle of one if you need it, but connect and use that drum circle, use that meditation, use that prayer to connect and find out how you uniquely want to share your unconditional love with the world. What makes your heart sing? What brings you joy? Do that, because you have all this amazing mindfulness, this intention, and all this beautiful energy. And this, I love the Wheel of Fortune popping up here for you, because it is telling you that everything happens on purpose for a purpose, and life is not as out of control as it has seemed. All right, well, we're going to leave it there. Just know as you're going through each and every moment of every day that you are indeed unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. I'm going to end the reading there, but I also want to let you know that in addition to this reading, I do monthly readings by each zodiac sign, as well as weekly readings by each of the elements like fire signs and water signs, etc., and several other type of readings just throughout the month. So if you want to be kept abreast of all the energy changes and when the new videos come out, if you haven't done so already, just click the subscribe button down below, and that's going to make this little bell icon pop up, and if you click on that, then you'll get notified when the new videos come out. So it's easy breezy. All right. Well, know that I also love you dearly, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But until then, you take care.